one more quick little video and then I'm really going to go to bed. Probably not even going to take a shower at this point. So there's a lot of questions about court. I was going through the comment section. I still haven't got out of the truck yet. I'm going through the comment section and people are asking me, how do you hold your own court? What rules apply to the court? And which jurisdiction are you going to be in? It's real simple, guys. First of all, prove to me, and I know nobody on here can do it because I've been before 7 judges now asking how, if just one man can come forward and prove how statutes, codes, city ordinances, rules, regulations apply to I as a man. And ain't nobody, not one, has even attempted. They literally hold their breath on the way out of court so as not to even look like they've agreed with me in any way, shape, or form. So when you're holding your own court, court is held on the 4 corners of the paper, okay? It's really simple. How many of you actually believe that the federal rules of civil procedure apply to you? Well, if that's how you believe, then you are in their venue, okay? And you better follow their damn rules. I hold my own courts because my court is the highest court in the land. It is even superior to the Supreme Court, ladies and gentlemen. And the only thing that they're going to be looking at, if I allow them to look at anything at all, is the process for which it was executed, which is due process of law. That simple. Real simple. So when you're holding your own court on your 4 corners of the paper, your court is the highest court. What are the rules that we play by? Well, notice and opportunity, adequate time to respond, fairness in the interest of justice and equality. Those are the rules. Real simple. No fancy words, no fancy language, just real cut, clean, and simple, point by point by point. I don't have my claim in here. Wait. All right, I got something simple. I, a man, Derek, right? Identifying the claimant, I, a man, Derek. Respondent, okay, gonna identify the respondent. Top of the page is gonna say notice / correspondence. This is just a friendly correspondence of true bill due and owing. We're holding court. Ladies and gentlemen, it's on the 4 corners of the paper. This is court. It's not in the building. The building is where the show, the charades, the shenanigans happens. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. The truth is, you didn't respond to my court. And you acquiesced by tacit agreement, or you confessed by avoiding it. In any case, I don't give a shit because the bill is still due and owing. All right? Your court is held on your 4 corners of paper. So, what do we got to do? We got to identify 1, the claimant, 2, the respondent, and now we have to identify a date and time, the who, what, when, where, how, and why. Your 6 best friends are how you hold court. Real simple. So I am Ann Derek, claimant, on Friday, December 11th. Oh, there's the date and time. 2020, there's the year. Was caused harm by way of trespass. Okay, so he was caused harm, not to be construed with injury, because injury is a commercial term. Harm. It was caused harm. Okay, could be emotional harm, could be physical harm, could be mental harm. I mean, there's a litany of ways you could be harmed, right? By a man, not a cop, not a president, not an admiral, not a title of any way, shape, or form. A man. A fucking flesh and blood man with a pulse who bleeds red at the end of the day, just like I do. Where my rights stop, his rights begin, right? A man. Equal. All men are created equal. Okay? Titles are not created equal. Some titles are more valuable than other titles. Huh? So I don't deal with titles. I strip the man of his title because that gives him the bullshit excuse for doing immoral acts. Well, I'm an officer of law. Sometimes I have to shoot unarmed people in the back of the head because I'm too fat to fucking do my job, right? Sorry, I'm a little sleep deprived. Makes me a little angry. Anyway, was caused harm by way of trespass by a man. And then I identify John Doe Smith, who sometimes, or who at times is better, who at times acts as a police officer, right? The trespasses are as follows. 1, wrongful arrest, false arrest, unlawful detainment, all right? There's a first charge. Second charge, false imprisonment. Third charge, kidnapping. Fourth charge, assault with a deadly weapon. Fifth charge, human trafficking. Sixth charge, theft of property. What do I mean by property? Well, if I gotta clarify it, trust me, I can go on for days about property. Just taking your time away from you is theft of property, because right is property and property are rights. And I had a right to that time to be about my business and about my fucking way, absent a victim. So you are a thief of my time, which I can never get back. I don't even know how you put a price on that, commercially speaking. I don't know. What is your time worth? Some people only make $9 an hour at McDonald's flipping burgers. Other people make $5,000 an hour. What's your time worth for a second? Let me put it this way. Let's just say, hypothetically, you get pulled over on the side of the road for a frivolous statute, code, city ordinance, rule, regulation violation. And in the 10 minutes that you're on the side of the road, your mother dies. And you had 5 minutes to get to the house, and you would have got 5 minutes left with her at the end of her life. 5 minutes. What's that 5 minutes worth to you? I don't know. You guys have to figure this shit out for yourself. That's why I say, when a judge says, well, that's punitive damages, that's just astronomical that you would think that you're entitled to such punitive damages. Fuck you. Don't give a shit about your opinion. I peel it off my zipper. I really don't give a shit. All right? Identity theft. Number 7. A trespass remains a trespass until what? Until it's remedied, ladies and gentlemen. So it's a reoccurring trespass day in and day out until remedy is had. Okay? How do they know it was a trespass? Remember, we're supposed to forgive the ones who trespass against us, for they know not what they do. Why do they know not what they do? Because we didn't inform them of what they did. 4 corners of the paper, taking the time, due process of law. All right? The remedy to the trespass is, $160,000 or 160,000 United States dollars due and owing to I, a man, Derek, for the harm caused by way of trespass on Friday, December 11th, 2020. It's that simple. It's that simple. So, anyway, then you give them 10 days to respond. Give them 30 days to respond. Give them 90 days to respond if you want. Give them 3 days. I don't give a shit. However many days you want to give them to respond to that. If they don't respond to it, you're obviously my yes be yes, my no be no. I make oath here. This is a true bill due in equity. It's true bill due in owing. The next correspondence is going to be, is it your intent not to pay the true bill due in owing and trespass by way of debt? That's a whole nother charge. That's a whole nother dealings that has to be dealt with. All right. So anyway, to answer your question, depending on what jurisdiction, what venue you want to play in, maybe the civil rules of civil procedure apply to you. Maybe then again they don't. Maybe the federal rules of civil procedure apply to you. Then again, maybe they don't. Maybe if you're learned enough to hold your own damn court, none of their frivolous hanky-panky matters so long as you follow due process of law. So I hope that answers your question. There were a number of people asking me how to hold their own court. That's how you do it. So it's a notice and first correspondence, notice and opportunity to sue, notice of fault, notice of default, notice of default opportunity to cure, notice of declaratory judgment, opportunity to cure. You're creating your order. And then writ of execution for liquidating the assets. And if you wanted to go in the public realm with it, if they're not independently bonded, you could go with a 433A form and a 433B form. The 433B form is for any businesses that they privately own and any assets within that business. that you can liquidate to be made whole. And then the 433A form is what they personally own, whether real estate, property, lawnmowers, goats, you know, chitlins, crotch goblins, all that good stuff. You put them all to work, put the whole family to work for you. Yeah, anyway, that's how you do it. Talk to you soon.